Hi, it's Colette from the Speech Meadow here to talk some more about some of the books I use. This time I'm going to kind of talk about a series of books instead of just books individually because they all kind of have the same theme. They're all written by the same author. They go really well together. Anyways, you can see here, they're the Beaver, Moose, and Bear books from Nicholas Oldland. And so there are a series of books about the beaver, the moose, and the bear. Each character has at least one book that focuses just on them, and then they have ones that focus on them together. They're really good for that social language, problem solving, feelings, really good. The kids generally really like them. They are for older kids. The one that I don't have here today because I lent it out to a teacher called Bear Hug would be okay for those older, like grade 4 kids. But most of them would be at later kindergarten, grade 1, grade 2 sort of area. Some of them, especially like the Very Busy Beaver, has lots and lots of words and text, and it's so yeah, but it's really good. So I'll just kind of go through the ones I have now. I'll talk about the one that I don't have right now, and it's called Bear Hug, and it is about the bear who loves to give hugs, just loves to give hugs. So he hugs everything. And what he really loves to do is hug trees. And so one day he runs across a logger who's obviously chopping down trees. And he's in a conundrum. Like, what should he do? Like, there's a man trying to hurt my very favorite tree, but this bear doesn't believe in violence. He doesn't believe in hurting people. So what does he do? And so the kids really like it. I bring it out during when we're doing Earth Day stuff, because it does talk about conservation and all of this, and it's just really cute. But that's probably the one for the youngest group. And it's, we work on story grammar, work on problem solving, working on identifying emotions, those types of things. So that's what that book is really good. The next one is called Up the Creek. And it is about all 3 of them planning a canoe trip. And of course, none of them know how to work together cooperatively. Everyone has their own ideas, so needless to say, all sorts of shenanigans ensue. And so it's really good for, it's really good for problem solving. It's really good for that social language piece, like having to work together. How do you work together? What does that look like? How do you plan a trip? Does it always have to be your ideas or somebody else's ideas? Problem solving, like, okay, so how do you solve this problem? How do you solve this problem? And talking about, different ways they talk about different ways they could solve the problem, and everyone has their own opinions. But the kids really like it. They laugh a lot. They think it's hilarious. We quite often will then have the kids plan. We'll get them to plan a trip together. And so then they have to kind of go through what Beaver, Moose, and Bear have to say about this trip. And it's just, especially for that social language piece, this book is huge. It is a great, great book. Okay, the next book is The Very Busy Beaver. And so this is about a beaver who's well-intentioned but completely clueless. and ends up really annoying his friends with his behavior, and has an accident, kind of has an epiphany, goes through, goes and sort of rehabs his image, for lack of a better term. But it's really good. Again, I use this for social language. I use this for, this one is definitely like grade 2, grade 3. A little bit of grade 1, just kind of with the language and the amount of stuff that's going on. But again, it's really good. It talks about, like he goes through and he apologizes, and, okay, so here's a page where, let me see if I can get it in there, where he basically chops down the bird and the bird family's house, but he doesn't do it in a great way, and the birds are homeless and that. And so, you talk about what goes wrong, how to make things right, how to, get his friends to feel like to be friends with him again. So that social language piece, and like just talking about awareness and reading your space and figuring things out. It's been really, really helpful. And the kids really like it. They think it's hilarious. Yeah, so it's a really good one. Okay, so the next one is Walk on the Wild Side. And it is sort of more about encouraging kids to take risks. And again, it's with all three. It's mostly about helping each other out, and taking risks, and that. It's, again, these books are really good for that social language piece and different aspects of it. So that one's really good. This one, Making the Moose Out of Life, is about the moose and more about him, again, kind of taking chances, enjoying every moment. And the kids, they like it. They find it fun. He eventually takes a risks and starts enjoying life. And so again, like problem solving, inferencing, taking risks, what happens when you take a risk, those types of things. They're just really fun. So these, especially if you've got kids, these are just really, really, really good books. Really, really good books. And the kids I work with really like them. They think they're funny. They like the illustrations. So if you're looking for some new books, these would be good. If you already use them, let me know. Tell me how you use them. Anyways, have a good day and talk to you soon. Bye.